back. I'm back. I'm back. Hey, hey, Tori. Hey, Shannon. Hey, light skinned. You back in here, light skinned. Hey, Lala. Hey, new love with Kels. Hey, K baby. Hello, lovable Leo. Hey guys, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Um, Shout out to the people who sends me information on a regular basis and giving me some commentary. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm almost at that 2 minute mark. You know the 2 minute mark that we have. Let's give you a chance to jump ship if you want to. Hey, Minecraft. Good morning. Good morning, Shay. Good morning, Butterfly Nest. Good morning, Kim. Good morning, Tiff. Good morning, Joycelyn. Good morning, L. Miller. Good morning, everybody. We're there. 2 minute mark. All right, let's get started. Now, we were talking earlier in regards to the whole Geronda, the Mann Act, and I was saying that she didn't go across state line, but for some strange reason, the jury marked that as something that was proven. I don't know how that, because in the testimony that I read, uh, where I've seen the transcript and reading. Did I get your text? Yes, I did, Mimi. I just got it just a few minutes ago. Yes, definitely, I got it. I'll talk to you later on about it. But as far as the Mann Act, so someone just sent it out to me. The whole passing of the Mann Act. I'm gonna read it to you. Congress passed Mann Act aimed at curbing sex trafficking. Okay. Now, this is just a reading. On June 25th, 1910, Congress passed Mann Act aimed at curbing sex trafficking. Mann, Mann, is the name of the congressperson who first did the bill originally, and they named it after that person. Okay. Um, hey, Candy Cane. We'll be reading after this. I just wanted to give this information out to the people. Okay. Um, it says here Congress um, passes the Mann Act, which was ostensibly aimed at keeping young women from being lured into prostitution, but really offered a way to make a crime out of many kinds of consensual sex activity. Okay. The outrage over sex work began with a commission appointed in 1907 to investigate the problem of immigrant prostitutes, alleging that women were brought to America for the purpose of forced into sexual slavery. Likewise, immigrant men were allegedly luring American girls into prostitution. The congressional committee that debated the Mann Act did not believe that a woman would ever choose to be a prostitute unless she was drugged or held hostage. The law made it illegal to transport any woman or girl across state lines for immoral purpose. In 1917, the Supreme Court upheld the conviction of two married California men, Drew Kalanithi and Maury Diggs, who had gone on a romantic weekend getaway with their girlfriend in Reno, Nevada, and had been arrested. Following this decision, the Mann Act was used in all type of cases. Someone was charged with violating the Mann Act for bringing a woman from one state to another in order to work as a chorus girl in a theater wives began using the Mann Act against girls who ran off with their husbands. Do you hear that? Wives started using that Mann Act. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Um, I'm not in. Hold on. Okay, I'm reading the definition of it also. Of course, according to this, it's going across state line. Is that what you're asking the question of, Dennis? Is that the question you're asking? You only go across state lines. Can you please ask Dennis question? Please answer Dennis question. What was the question? Can you please answer Dennis question? Could you reach? They reach across state line or in the airplane? You only go across state line when you traveling. What's the question? Okay, question says, can you please answer Dennis' question? Devonte Cunningham is lying. Aaliyah never had backup dancers. Go look at the video when she let me know by the Isley brother. Okay. Okay, let's see. Can you please answer the question? Sylvia, can you answer the question? I don't know a thing about the backup singer. I never seen the video, but the quote going across state line. I'm trying to read it. He spoke. He means you cross state lines on a flight. Yeah, you do start cross state line on a flight. You do. All right, let me finish reading this law here. Okay, it's and I stopped at where a wife was using it when their husband was cheating with women across state line. Okay, someone was charged with violating the Mann Act for bringing a woman from one state to another in order to work as a chorus girl in a theater. Wives began using the Mann Act against girls who ran off with their husband. The law was also used for racist purposes. Jack Johnson, a heavyweight champion of the world, was prosecuted for bringing a prostitute from Pittsburgh to Chicago. By the motivation of his arrest was public outrage over his marriage to the white woman, to white women. The most famous prosecution under the law was those of Charlie Chaplin in 1944 and Chuck Berry in 1959 and 1961, who took unmarried women across state lines for immoral purposes. Berry was convicted and spent 2 years in the prime of his musical career in jail. After Berry's conviction, the Mann Act was enforced only sparingly, but it was never repealed. It was amended in 1978 and again in 1986, and notably, the 1986 amendment replaces the phrase for immoral purposes with any sex activity for which any person can be charged with a criminal offense. So that is the definition of it, y'all. Do you want me to read it again? This is what the Mann Act was originally for. It was originally for prostitution of white women. White women. But then they started using it for, like if the husband, she was cheating on the wife and got a woman with a cross state line and all that stuff. So that was what sex trafficking law. That was the first sex trafficking law. Sex trafficking is prostitution. That's what it's basically for. Aaliyah, backup singer, didn't die in a plane crash because they took another flight. That was why they died. Okay. Okay. So that's what was sent off to me. Okay. Now, as far as Geronda never went across state line with Robert Sylvester Kelly. In fact, she never left the state of Illinois until 2019. That was in her own testimony. She left there. She tried to act like she went to Africa, which she never went to Africa with Robert. So that was a lie. So is it true? That is very true, Sylvia. You have great point. That is true. Thank you, Dennis. So that was because guys, I like to get information, and I thank God for those people who send me things, who see things, and they just send them to me, and then I just bring the facts over to you guys. But that was what the whole law was about. Geronda Pace never. Okay, Joe, what did you say, Dennis? Geronda Pace was never in courtroom that. Hold on. Oh, trying to see your message, Janice. Geronda Pace was never in the courtroom. That's a lie. She approached R. Kelly from the side, outside the courtroom. She look at the photo. That is very true. According to them, she was in the courtroom. According to her friend Kiana, back in the days, Kelly said that it was Aaliyah had a poise of friends, a poise of her friends, and the girls that were in the video. Aaliyah, I don't know how to say that girl name. Has never been back up saying a posse. Okay, I guess what you're trying to say, posse. Every man in America better wake up because they can be next. Exactly, cheeks. You're absolutely right, Sylvia. I read Aaliyah had gone to the police before she traveled. I read that Alita had gone to the police before she tried. Gone to police for what? Sam says, Sylvia, appreciate that, Sylvia. You brought some good points to the table. You're welcome. Sir Miguel, good morning. What's a lie, Dennis? What's a lie? What she said about her being at the court? Or, okay, as we wait for your statement. Shell, good morning, Shell. Probably another conspiracy theory. The police that came to the house for a well check should have called in, and they reported nothing was wrong, and so did the women. Yeah, they should have been calling. Devontae said that she was the backup dancer for Aaliyah and had never. Yeah. I agree with you, Dennis. She also said that she was a singer too, but I doubt she was a singer. She lied so much. That girl, Javante, lied so much. Because on Larry's channel, she was on the panel, and she said on the panel that nothing happened with her and Robert, but she supposedly I mean her stories changed so much. These people, man. I don't know. I don't know. But you know what? You get rewarded for lying in this world. She said on Surviving R. Kelly, and she said in the courtroom that was pure perjury when she went into the courtroom with it. Yep, in the courtroom they were in New York, right? Why is she testifying to something that happened in Chicago? That's illegal and against the law. No, Dennis, what they did is they took one action that happened in New York and brought the whole case to New York. And most of the incident was in other states, because remember they said something happened in California, something happened in Chicago, and a little bit happened in New York. I think because of Faith's case. That's how I got into New York. That's how I got into New York. But all of Geronda's case was in Chicago. Good morning, Denitra. And if that's true, her testimony, if she took it, only being in court case in Chicago, why all these people are in New York? Because in a federal case, they can do it whatever it is, but as long as they within the war, they said the border guideline or something. I don't know. It was all a setup, you know it. Come on, y'all. Hey, Heroes, Fresh TV. You all got all these YouTube bloggers recklessly and irresponsible spreading gossip, rags, rumors that someone in R. Kelly camp saying he allegedly planned to snitch on the celebrity pedos. Oh, those people, these people just lies, Harold. They've been lying. They've been lying, lying, lying. I think it's an agenda. Somebody up there's send that message out to them because it's like a press release that they get, and they want them to spread the nonsense. And that is not the facts at all. Robert's not even thinking about anybody in no pedo ring or anything like that. He's thinking about his own case. Do you think if he really was going to snitch on somebody, he would have snitched a long time ago before he even went to court? That's when the snitching is needed before your trial even come about. If you're pleading guilty, how do we know she ever been in New York or ever lived in New York before? I don't know. I don't know. And the pastor, see what he said about the pastor. And the pastor with his license. Why didn't he bring his license to court? Could anyone you could be anybody. Oh, I don't know. Trina says, "Hey Sylvia, I have a petition for the Mann Act. I signed it. I signed your petition, and there's a couple of petitions about the Mann Act that's going around. Spitfire has, and you have. AW says, all I am trying to figure out is how did Geronda show her ID if it was completely naked? She was completely naked when she left the pool room. But you know what, AW, she changed the story. If you see yesterday's live that I did, I talked about her book, in her book, what she said in her book, and then I talked about what she said in the on the stand, and as well what her friend Kiana said when they went there. So it's like three different stories, and that whole incident, because she claims she went to Rob's house several times, but Robert didn't even know her. He don't know her. And it was Daryl McDavid who paid this woman off. It was Daryl McDavid who introduced who she first met. She even spoke about it. And it was Daryl McDavid. And how conveniently she was taking pictures before the trial, and she's the one who's part of the case now. Isn't that kind of weird? Doesn't that put some question marks in people's head? I know a lot of these people yelling, "Oh, the justice finally came on." They all happy that Robert has been convicted, but who wins off of this? Because let me tell you something: our black men are the one who's going to suffer for this verdict, because now they have something that's precedent, and they can come back and get you any kind of way. That's just like they got him for the Mann Act. Just like they got him for the Mann Act. An old, which they had some revised in it, but an old thing. They had to dig way back to try to find him for something. They had to find him for something because they knew their case was not going to get there. And I was watching a blogger earlier, and the blogger, which never in the courtroom, um, mentioned that the government, that's the problem. People think that the government's so like up and telling truth, with their investigation. Do you know that there are cases that are known that government places stuff and do stuff that is evil just to get to somebody? False false information, provide false document and all that. Did you know that? And then a lot of people think that, oh, the government is once they get you, you're perfect. Do you know they can plant stuff on you? They can twist something that you say into something else. Did you know that? They just have the money and the power behind them to do that stuff. They can make anybody look guilty if they want to. Okay, so if supposedly they had all this evidence and everything was up and up, why is it that they didn't give you not one tape with anybody underage? Why is it that they when they first searched his storage unit back in July, those things did not come about? Why is it after she became scorned, they came back to the storage unit and they find things? Doesn't that have you questioning in your head? Okay, why is this happening? And you know why she switched? Because she was angry. Remember what I was telling you about the BDSM relationship? She got mad because she didn't want to share him with other people, and she didn't like that anymore. So she wanted to get them out the way. And so she sees that Joycelyn is sticking with him. She's angry because she wanted everybody away, and it didn't work the way she planned it, and she's angry. She's angry. She didn't like the way things going. So you know what? If I can't have you, nobody can have you. That's the mindset that she has right now. And she'll ruin it. She'll ruin it because in her fight with Joycelyn last year in 2020, she says she never said Robert had sex with her. She said that Joycelyn was having sex with her. She talked about Kim throughout that whole video. If you go back to that video and look at it, you'll see what she said. If you look at the video, she never said anything about Robert. Even when he first went to jail, she never talked negative about him. The letter she wrote matched up with her action of everything that's been happening. That letter was truthful. She claimed he told her to write it. Now, somebody telling you to write a letter, the letter would not be as detailed. I mean, there were some things that was inside that letter was extremely detailed, and it matched her sitting next to her father in precedent. It matched that because I always try to figure out why was she saying your wife, my mother, your wife. That means there's some anger that she had with her mother, and that explained it because on the witness stand, it came about that the mother was the one that was the one that was pretending to be her to get him to talk to her, and it was the mother who was pushing and telling her how to dress to go to see him. And it was the mother who took her across state. Well, they didn't even go across state line; they stayed in Florida. But it was the mother who was taking her to where he was performing at. See, this is why I don't understand. If the government supposedly got all of this evidence, all this power, why is it that they're giving immunity to so many people to lie? Why is it? And it really saddened me that we as a people, I'm talking about just society, gloat on somebody's downfall and happy for somebody, but then you don't take the whole thing into consideration. There are people who's been angry with Robert for the longest, for the whole publicity stunt with Aaliyah. They angry with that, but they're not paying attention that if the parents allowed it, why are you mad at him? Why are you trying to get revenge? Because now you're trying to play God and trying to play, uh, uh, um, trying to police everything that he does. Why? A black man cannot get a break in society. A black man cannot get a break in society. Even if you win a case, they're going to find a way to come back and get you. And it is impossible for you to walk your life in a straight line because that's not living, that's being imprisoned in the world. So they were after him regardless of what. They had an agenda because they don't want to see themselves losing to a black male. That is the worst thing you can do as a black man is beat them at their own game. They're mad about that. And they will continuously search and search and search until they get you. It ain't about them just winning. It's them telling you, hey, you're a black, I don't like using that word, but I'm gonna use it. You're a NIGGA. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you. You're not gonna get by with this. I'm watching you. You better watch your step. You better walk that straight line because I'm watching you and I'm going to get you. Even if I have to pay people to come after you, and I'm going to get you. Nika, yeah. I'm going to get you. I'm going to get you. I will wait. I will wait. I will wait. You're going to slip up one day. No matter what, I'm coming for you. You don't beat us because we're white and we're right. I'm going to get you. Just watch it. And you thinking that, hey, I'm going to go live my life. I'm a free man in America. I'm going to do what I please. I mean, I have money, and these women want to do what they want to do. They want to get involved in my lifestyle, and I'm going to tell them, hey, this is my lifestyle. This is what I want. This is what you for it. You say yes, and you say no, and you just move on. And this is what I see. This is my opinion. And no one can change my opinion on this. And this is what I see. This is what I've observed. Because there's no possible way that those jurors came out with that verdict. And I was reading something today too, in regarding to the whole um hold on a second. The whole jury the jury thing here. I'm just gonna read something to you. Okay. Now, we read yesterday in regarding to the notes that the juror had, right? There's a rule in Pennsylvania, and that rule, I don't know if it applies for New York, but I just want to tell you about the rule in Pennsylvania. The rules as far as the conduct of a jury, right? And it's called 234 PA Code 466. I mean 644, right? And in this rule, it has to do with the juror's notes, right? Now, mind you, this case, the juror's note is held and it's normally it's supposed to be thrown away. I'm just going to read something to you. Normally it's supposed to be thrown away, but obviously there's something that has happened in this case that they decided to keep the juror's note, and also they made it they hidden it. They made it unavailable to the public, right? And the rule on Pennsylvania Code 466 and 234, it says here, when a juror trial is expected to last for more than 2 days, jurors shall be permitted to take notes during the trial for their during deliberation, right? When the trial is expected to last for 2 days or less, the judge may permit the juror to take note, but they don't have to take the note, right? It says a juror shall not take notes during the judge's charges at the conclusion of this trial, meaning that when the judge is giving them some of the charges and things like that, they're not supposed to be writing notes. They should just be listening to the judge for the full instruction, right? Then it says number two, the court shall provide material to the jurors that is suitable for note taking. There are the only material that they may use that may be used by the juror for note taking, meaning that they provide the paper, the pen and everything for the juror. And at the end of the day, the juror does not take it home. They leave it there. Nobody's supposed to touch it, right? It says the court, the attorney for the Commonwealth, and the defendant's attorney or the defendant, if present, shall not request or suggest that the juror take notes, comments on the juror's note taking, or attempt to read any notes. So that note is not for anybody to read but that juror. They're only supposed to use it during deliberation, right? It says the note for the juror shall remain in custody of the court at all times. So at the end of the day, they were not supposed to touch the notes. They're supposed to leave it, give it to the court clerk or whoever it is. And the court clerk's not even supposed to read it themselves either. They're supposed to just trash it when the case is over, right? Then it says number 5, the juror may have access to their notes and use their notes only during trial and deliberation. The notes shall be collected and maintained by the court at each break and recess and at the end of each day of the trial. So I wonder, did the clerk take the notes during the don't let them take the notes with them. That stuff has to be observed whether or not this happened, right? And then it says here, before announced, okay, this said notes. The notes of the jurors shall be confidential and limited to use for the jurors' deliberation. It says in number 7, before announcing the verdict, the jury shall return their notes to the court. This is before the announcing of the verdict. The note shall be destroyed by the court personnel without inspecting upon the discharge of the jury. Okay? The note shall not be used as a basis to request for a new trial. The judge shall deny any court request that the juror's note be retained and sealed pending. It says the judge, listen to this, y'all hear this. The judge shall deny notes retained or sealed pending a request for a new trial. Did you hear that? The judge shall instruct the jurors about taking notes during the trial. At a minimum, the judge shall instruct the jurors that 1, the jurors are not required to take notes. Those jurors who take notes are not required to take extensive note. 2, note taking should not divert the jurors from paying attention at the evidence and evaluating witnesses' credibility, meaning that they should not be writing while a witness is on there talking. So because they have to have their full attention to listen to exactly what's happening. So I'm wondering if the note was being taken during the time that the witness was talking, so they might not been paying attention. Okay, the next one says, note merely are for memory aids, not evidence or official records. Okay. Number 4 says the juror who takes few or no notes should not permit their independent recollection on evidence to be influenced by the fact that other jurors are taking notes. Like saying if John is taking notes and you're not, you should not feel like you're any less. Your recollection your recollection would be less. But if that person takes better notes than you, you're not even supposed to be looking at that person's note, period, as a juror. Okay. Then it says jurors may not show their notes or disclose the content of the notes to other jurors until deliberation begins, but may show the notes or disclose the content during deliberation. So during deliberation, they can show the note, not before, right? Jurors may not take their notes out the courtroom except the used for their notes during deliberation. And number 7, the juror's note are confidential, will not be reviewed by the court or anyone anyone else, will be collected before the verdict is announced and will be destroyed immediately upon discharge of the jury. So something is telling me something up, because according to this, the notes are not even supposed to be in the what's the name, in the Pacers. So I wonder why it's the notes in the Pacers. Something must be up. But this was adopted on July 2008. The Supreme Court issued an order stating that the effective date of the sunset provision of PA, but that's Pennsylvania. So I don't know what the rules are in New York. New York rules might be a little bit different for this note taking thing. I need to find out what the rules are in New York. Yeah, so yeah, I don't know all this extra stuff that you guys are putting in the chat. I don't know nothing about whose family was in the court, who's part of this, who's that. I don't know nothing about that. All I'm doing is reading what the law says was facts and stuff. So I don't know anything that's being put in the chat. That's not Sylvia's um thinking. It's not Sylvia's. I don't know nothing about that. So I know nothing about what is being put in the chat. I don't know who family, if somebody family was there, and I don't know nothing about that. I don't know. Don't know. That's the people in the chat having their own conversation. So anybody that starts taking like screenshot thinking that I said that, no, 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 no. I didn't say that. Don't know anybody that was somebody's family in the courtroom. So Joycelyn, glad somebody agreed with me. Yeah, Joycelyn was, this case is bogus. Aaliyah is dead. Her mother and father spoke on her behalf. Yeah. And also Magnios, um in the book that I read yesterday, I'm gonna give you guys the name of the book. In the book, Leah is quoted saying that basically that it was more of a publicity stunt. That the marriage, the whole marriage thing. It was, she was debuting her new album, and they, certain controversy sells when you get ready to bring a record out. Controversy sells. And then the thing is, the parents never said anything about it. Parents never said anything. They never said anything. The government never said anything. Now they're saying something now because these people are doing some outrage. People has nothing to do with it. They're doing outrage. What's wrong with this thing here? Her mother did speak up, Chevelle. Her mother did a when Javante made a comment. She said basically that Javante was lying. She said it in her comment. It came out of her attorney. Said she was lying. And the uncle's trying to act like he's like, oh, my niece and all this and all that, trying to throw the mother under the bus. But then he wasn't doing anything either. He didn't say anything. Shay. I was reading over here. Okay. I was trying to find something else I had for you guys. Just hold on a second. Something else I had for you guys. My phone is about to die. Hold on a second. My phone's about to die. Okay, here we go. Uh, okay, Kane. Let's see. Groovies, I can't believe. Hold on, let's go back up. Let me go back up. What did she say? I can't believe any of it was even allowed. He's been incarcerated 2 years and possibly just as long as for his appeal. Simply not to. Yeah, yeah. Still confused as why Israel isn't arrested yet. Miss Bree, yes, because she played the part. She played a part. The government allowed these people to lie. Period. Yep, they stole this stuff. You don't know. You know how much stuff these people are doing out here to his things, his music and stuff. Folks is putting his stuff on the internet and all that. You know how much people are doing just crookedness. I'll put the link in there. Somebody might want to come in. Hold on a second. Hey, Spitting Fire. God, I saw Spitting Fire in here earlier. Hey, Spitting Fire. Hey, AD. Hey, guys. Ivan, the government knows they messed up. They did. And they can play all kinds of games but we know the truth. We know the truth behind all of this. So, I'm gonna end this live. Amen. Thank you for that message. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. As I said before, we're gonna stay focused. We're going to be continue reading the transcript because I know a lot of people has taken on our initial thing with the reenactment. Everybody's following suit. Thank God for us being the trailblazers over here. We started it. But now they trying to follow the suit. But thank God the word's going out. But here's the deal: they're not reading both part of it. So we're going to continue reading, and we're going to continue bringing people who could give you some insight on what happened. That was a great that was great. It was Leslie. It was very good. Where is Terry? Terry, is he up? Let me go text Terry, see if he's up. But we're getting ready to come back and we're gonna continue the reading. Um we have a couple of people who's gonna read with us because we want to get it out. We're gonna finish off Geronda's we're gonna do her cross examination. We finished we finished one day, August 18th. Sylvia, do you have R. Kelly's book? I would be good idea to read. I do have the book. I do have the book. You know, I have everything, y'all. I have every book there is in regard to this case. I'm telling you, when I was digging and digging, digging, digging. I was just reading and reading, and I got Derek Gargis dang book. I got everybody's book. Everybody's. That's how come I could go back and tell you where Geronda lied at, because in her book she tried to match more of her book on the witness stand, but then she forgot there's some things she didn't say right. She didn't get corrected. She didn't correct it. They didn't finish reading the nitty gritty, the little inside part of her book. You know, and I'm not gonna tell you all the inconsistency because then they'll be trying to come back and be like, oh, say it this way, but then you already lied. You already on the witness stand. It's in the transcript. It's in the transcript. And guys, everybody has their own role to in this fight. Everybody. Everybody, my role is not the petitions. My role is just to sign the petition. You know, I'm not writing in the petition because that's not what I'm good at. Right? They can find what's my email. My email is sparks1565 at gmail.com. Sparks1565 at gmail.com. Sparks1565 at gmail.com. That's the guys, please sign the petition that Trina has out there. Trina has the petition. Just click the link that she just put in there. That's the petition to abolish the Mann Act. Good job, Joycelyn. It's 12:01 here. Great, great. As we mentioned before, continue sending the letters to Robert. Continue to sow into his commissary whatever amount you want. Um, um, I was just replying to someone. God needs, yes, definitely, we need God more than ever before. But guys, you gotta remember, everything happens according to God's will and purpose. Okay. Um, there are some things that God is working out in Robert's life himself. Shani says, I've read Robert's book. It let me know the soul of Robin, why I know Robert will be okay. God knows for himself. His battles belongs to him. That's right, Shani. Sylvia, please you don't have to donate. Sign. Oh, petition. Just sign the petition, guys. You don't have to donate. Just sign the petition that's out there. Hold on a second. I'm replying to someone's email just now.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
I didn't ask you. Yeah, these things be listening out there. I tell you, they listening to me. So today's reading we're going to be doing August 19th. August 19th. Okay. Sorry about that. I had to send somebody something. Joy. We tried. Erica, you should be up to date with all the transcript. Should be up to date because I send you the final one. Um, Chevelle, amen on that. Guys, I learned a lot lately. On a lot of stars. All of them have had relationship. Even the Kennedy. One of the Kennedys was dating a teenage girl in the White House. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm. Uh, was justice served? No. Did karma do her timing? Yes. Okay. Yeah. There was no justice served. I don't care what nobody says. Justice is not served when you have to get people to lie. And I'm tired of these people talking about if it was your daughter, if the situation was totally different. But first, like number one, I would have never faked like I was my daughter so R. Kelly could speak to me. Number two, I wouldn't be driving her over there. Number three, she would never been at that concert at 17. That's just me. I used to have my kids where they would turn around when the movie's showing somebody kissing. They would turn around. They wouldn't be watching that movie. I made sure they stayed with rated PG. I mean, G movies. They didn't go into that extra stuff. Hugh Hefner continued to pay and fund it to people he was screwing, and Hugh Hefner was white. Look at all those other people, man. Mm-hmm. Hey, hey, Lindsay. CSW, why do you think they let Faith mother testify and didn't want the parents to be called on? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And let me tell Faith mother, y'all better leave Peter alone, y'all. Y'all better leave him alone. Y'all messing with a man of God. I would leave that man alone if I was y'all. Leave him alone. Stop sending him messages that are threatening. Y'all better stop. The man did not bother y'all, so you better stop. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Because they've been sending him messages, guys. They better leave that man alone. That man never said anything to them. Never harassed them. Never said anything. Hey, Henny Hen. Hey, darling. Um, nope. Joyson, he had a whole bunch of them in his mansion. But everybody's gonna try to justify. Oh, he never did this. He never did. No, the girls just never said anything. Do you know it's a power thing? When people got a lot of money, they do that. They pay these people, and these people, like the money. They just do anything. A lot of folks do a lot of things for money. How did they get his contact? That's crazy. They went on Facebook, Mimi. They went on Facebook. They've been sending him messages on Facebook and they went his social media. Because remember he called out his social media on my live, and they're in my bushes, Mimi. They're here in my bushes. Some of them subscribe to my channel. Every time I come on, they be in the bushes. Sometimes I get in here, they don't say anything, right? But I can see the numbers in the bushes. I mean, they stay on here all the time. They don't sleep. Anytime I go on, they there. They're watching me. They have sent letters. They were sending emails to the prosecutor on me because I even got a copy of the email they were sending over. Yep. They've been doing that kind of stuff. Yeah, they've been messing with Pastor Peter. Did you see mine? Did you see your what, Trina? They have nothing better to do. Yeah. I could read to you one of the things that Pastor Peter said back to them. He just told them basically, like, hold on, let's see. Hold on. I'll read it to you guys. They've been messing with the pastor. That man has never ever said anything, contacted them or anything like that. This is what they said. First, they called him before. They sent a message to me about crickets and all that kind of crap, right? But then they send Peter. Oh, I got it. Okay, here's a message. Peter sent this to me the other day. Hold on, I got him to play it for y'all. I'm presently in the church. Currently in the church and program. I may not be able to join you on your live, but just take some of those few things I'm sending to you. Just look at them. There's no hard feelings. Just for you to know them. God bless you. He told me that he wasn't able to, be on my live, but that he wanted to send me a few things those people were sending him, and that there was no hard feelings. But they've been harassing the man. They've been sending him messages left and right. Left and right, they've been sending him. Calling him false prophet and all this kind of stuff. Yep, that's what they've been doing. Ugh. Oh, wow. Tell me non-Cal supporters are harassing Cal supporters and they are just try to make it. Yep, yep, yep. Um, who are they? Well, I know for a fact. What's her name's mother is the one that started it out. Faith Rogers' mother, Kelly Rogers. She's the one that started it out first. Um, she's the one started saying that he was a false prophet. Then their followers have been over there harassing him. One person is by the name of, let's see. One person is called Girl in the City. One person is called Girl in the City. Another person is called, let's see the names on here. Okay. Della Laura Evil. Della Laura Evil. That's another person. The next person is uh let's see, let's see. Let's see. Yeah, he just sent me a few, not too many. Just to show you guys. I mean, they were coming after him even on his he sent me his Instagram. They was following him. He sent me that was Facebook he sent me. But I don't know Twitter. He didn't send me Twitter, but that he got they sent him messages on Instagram too. And his YouTube. Hold on. Robbie. Hey. Hey Robbie. Robbie.
Can you hear me?
No, you low.
I'm low.
Can y'all hear her? Go
Hmm.
ahead, say something now.
Hi.
Hi. Your thing is like a repeat.
Hello.
Hi. You gotta turn your YouTube off in the background. Turn it down.
Hello. Hello.
Turn your I can hear myself repeating.
I don't know why. I have
Close
nothing open.
the YouTube in the background.
Hello.
Hello?
Is that better?
Um, I hear myself. Did y'all hear me in her thing?
Hello.
Hello? I still hear myself.
I have nothing open.
When I talk, you hear me. They say you're very low.
Hmm. I'm trying to figure out why.
You don't have anything else open?
Nope.
Nothing else.
Nothing else.
Sounds like are you near? Do you have it on your headset set or your
Nope. Do I need to have on a headset?
No, but it sounds like something. Are you on a laptop and a phone?
Just a laptop.
Why does it sound like something else is open?
No, let me check again. Hello.
Yeah.
Is that better?
No. They say you sound very low. They say Q cannot name. Oh, they say you have your speaker on.
Hmm. I guess they know better than I do. I have no idea.
Can y'all hear her? Oh my gosh, I still hear myself. Nova said, did you see that Sharon Winbush saying supporters need to stop with the petition on a judge? Who did a petition on a judge? I didn't hear see a petition on a judge. I saw a petition for the parents and I saw a petition for the what's the name? I didn't see a petition on a judge. Did anybody see a petition on the judge? Did anybody see a petition
Hello.
on the judge? I don't hear myself anymore.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't hear myself no more.
Hello?
I can hear you. Now she can't hear me. Yeah, thank you, Latrice. I didn't see a petition for the judge. I only saw a petition for the what's the name? Okay. I just thought I was nuts because the only petition I saw was a petition for the abolish the Mann Act and also a petition for the parents. Well, the mother. That's the only one I've seen. Everything else I have not seen. So I don't know what they're talking about. I don't know what that lady talking about. All right, let me see what you guys flower lady. Yes, that's all she do. She tell lies. I don't know what's wrong with her. Oh my God, something really. She needs help. She really do need help. Cause I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. She needs help. It's strange how people who has never been at the courthouse, who has never um contribute to him to his any of the marches or anything. I'm talking about contribute or being there and things like that. But always trying to throw shades on other people. I don't get it. Cause that would be cause many problems. Yeah, it would cause problems. Isn't Faith mother a pastor? Sound like to me she's a fake prophet and a troublemaker. I haven't. No, Trina.
Sylvia, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but you still sound low. I don't hear myself anymore.
Oh, that's good. What if I talk like this? Can you?
Oh, much better. You sound great.
Good.
There you go. We got you.
What about all the folks in the chat? Can they hear me?
Can y'all hear Robbie, y'all?
Good morning.
What's he say? Boy, better.
Good. Sylvia, I had a good time with you guys last night, and I hate I missed. Sometimes I don't get the notifications.
Oh, because, YouTube be doing that craziness.
I know. Terry with his voice. I think I went back and watched that one, and I
Let
cracked
me
up.
let me go get Terry. Where he at? Anyway, he's supposed to be on this morning.
I cracked up with with all the ladies in the chat. Oh, it was good. And giving out the money for the likes and stuff. That was cool.
It was fun. He's supposed to come back today because I'm almost there. I'm almost there with the 10,000. So he's coming back to give that $100 to those people. Whoever wins, let's see. He's giving $100. But what we're gonna do this time is the people that goes in the chat they gotta do some sort of activity or something. Because I want it to be fair and square the win. You know what I mean? I want everybody to have the opportunity to get the money. It's going to be the people in the chat. The people in the chat is going to have the opportunity to get the money. Once I hit the 10,000, I'm going to come up with an idea, and then whoever put their cash app in there first, do the things that we ask, and then they get the $100.
That'd be good, like a scavenger, like a scavenger
Type of
hunt,
thing. Yeah, yeah.
or some
Like,
trivia or something.
yeah, trivia. Once I get to 10,000, then we'll do like a trivia, and whoever put their cash app in there first, after they answer the question, then they win. That's what we do. We do it something like that. But it has to be something that happened on the channel.
Exactly.
Yeah, it has to be something, because that means you were watching the channel within the last couple of days. That's how we're gonna do it. And I'm not gonna tell you what it is until y'all till the 10,000, get to 10,000. And then that person who answers it get the $100. So that'd be fair for everybody to have the opportunity, not just the one who because what they've been doing is not unsubscribing and then subscribe to get the what's the name in, but we're not gonna do it that way. We're gonna be the one that's in here. Yeah, it's gonna be R. Kelly's trivia.
That's right.
And you're gonna get $100.
I was worried about you.
Me?
Hmm.
Why? Why?
Just going through a lot. I watch you. I watch.
And we've known each other since 2019, you and I.
Mhm. I watch your gestures. Like I know when something is bothering you or getting on your nerves, or if you panicky or out of breath, or like little stuff like that. So I'm
Mhm.
glad you're taking care of yourself and you're able to get some rest and
Yeah, I slept.
also rest that foot.
Oh, my leg and foot is fine.
Oh,
I'm good
good.
now. Yeah, I'm good. I just need to start exercising. I need a routine because I've been overzealous with this YouTube thing.
Hmm. Do you stretch? Do you do your stretches in the morning at all? I know a
No,
lot of folks like, no,
I'm
I
gonna
don't have no
start
time for
doing
the stretch.
I'm gonna start doing my stretches and do some sort of yoga because yoga helps a lot.
I'm telling you, I'm like super, super duper stiff all the time.
Yeah.
And in the morning, like maybe 5 minutes before I know I have to get up, I just start stretching. Just start rolling your toes. You could do it just right there while you laying in the bed. So it's not
I'm
like you
telling
got to
you,
get up.
I mean, I'm sitting up, but I'm like, I got the laptop in front of me on the bed,
Hmm.
and I'm like, I got my foot is hanging off the bed, and so I'm just like doing my stretches.
Hmm. All the ladies or and men, everybody in there, the stretches are really good. You just start at your toes. You just lay there. You start wiggling your toes. Roll your ankle, bend your knees. You could everything you can do right there in that laying down position. And you just start from your toes and you work it all the way up to your head. And even for your brain, you like count to 10 and blink your eyes and blow kisses with your lips because you moving all the muscles, your neck, your shoulders, and you'll feel a lot better when you
Ooh,
when you get
I
up.
heard I heard my neck
Mhm.
popping.
Trust me when I tell you, it worked for me. It might work for somebody else.
Have you sent your card or letter to Robert yet? I gotta send mine. Mm,
Who, me?
yes.
No, I haven't, but I'm sure he hasn't gotten tired of me. I sent them a lot of books and
Oh, good.
uh books with spiritual, like inspirational books,
Awesome.
and some books where he can write music. It's like music chart books,
Mhm.
um, things like that. I sent them a book with a Christmas tree. If anybody could find Christmas tree, a book or anything like with Christmas trees that might, as long as it can pass. I think New York is probably a little more lenient than Chicago. You think?
I'm not too sure. Just go check the rules and then on
Yeah, I
that.
would. I would think everybody should check the rules. But if you could find something with Christmas, I had sent them. It probably seemed like it was kind of corny, but it was like a children's book with that, and it opens up into a Christmas tree,
Oh.
so he can have it because I know he liked the Christmas tree.
Oh, you didn't send it directly. You sent it through Amazon, right?
Right,
Okay. Okay.
and because he liked to have the Christmas tree year round, usually set up for his mom to remind him of his mom.
Yeah.
So I sent him a book that opens up into a giant Christmas tree. I'm like, at least he could sit that up. It'd bring him some comfort. So, but I haven't sent him anything since he been in New York. So I'm glad you gave us all the information
Yeah.
because I don't know how to find it. I'm not good at that kind of stuff. So I really do look to you for that.
Ah. Any of you related to Robert? No, I'm not related to Robert.
I'm not, but through spirit, for
Yeah, I'm
sure.
I'm I'm his mama in spirit.
Yeah,
Mama Sylvia.
through spirit. When I saw his eyes, when I first saw his eyes, and when all these things started going on, even though I'm familiar with him because Chicago, but
Yeah.
when I saw his eyes, it was just something about it. And I said to myself, I never want to feel or be in a position like that where you might be just alone in the world.
Hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
you alone and you don't know what happened. What happened? How did I get here?
Yeah.
Sometimes we can be living, 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 and you get a chance to kind of stop and reflect on your life, and you're like, how did I get in this mess? You didn't do anything to get in it, but you look up and you in a hole, and you don't know how you got in there. You
Yeah.
know, it was just something about those eyes, and I was like, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know if he got anybody in this world, but
He got us.
that's right. But at
He
that
got
time,
us.
when I saw his eyes, I was like, I don't know if he got anybody in this world. This is when it all first started, going on. I'm like, but I have to be a supporter because it's wrong, and he just looked like a lost child.
Yeah. But these people trying to portray him as some monster.
Mm-mm.
No, he's not a monster. Not the man that I met. And I know I
Me neither. I'm telling you, he's very, very sweet, very,
yeah.
very,
Thoughtful, very thoughtful for the
yep,
women, especially the women. Because I
very
remember,
mannerable.
yeah, well, I
Very,
remember
very
when I was on the
mannerable. He,
stage.
he won't come in your space if you don't invite him into your space. Like in your, if you standing right there with each other, he's very respectful of your space.
Yeah. I
You know.
remember when I was on the stage at the basketball thing when they were playing basketball, they had finished playing basketball
Hmm.
and I was on the stage and so I got ready to come down. He was like, come on mama, let me help you, right? So he held my hand and he says I carry down. He's oh, never mind, you might make break my back. I was like, "Oh, really?" But that's the type of person he was. It was funny, but he did help me come down from the stage, and then he was telling me about some snake diet he was on, right? Because he said he was trying to lose some weight, and he's like, oh, I can show you, but I can show you the snake diet. So he picked up his phone, and when I looked at his phone was like, y'all, when I tell you it was so much cracks on that man's phone.
It was toe up.
Tore up, y'all. His phone was tore up. And I was like, Rob, you need a new phone. He says, no, 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 no. That's my screen protector. He says, if I didn't have this on, this phone would be worse. I was like, wow, you need a new screen protector because you couldn't even see, the phone when he was trying to show me the snake diet that he was on. And so he started showing me the ingredients in the snake diet. It was a bunch of some nasty bitter stuff.
Mm,
Like I told him, I said, no, I don't think I want to do no snake diet. But it was like a fast type of you guys, if you look it up, just look up the word snake diet and it's a bunch of bitter stuff that goes together in some sort of concoction. You don't drink nothing else, you only drink water, you just drink that. And it's like a fast.
mm,
Just look it up, snake diet. Snake diet. Let me see if I can find it. But he showed it to me what he was doing because he said he was because he was planning on doing a tour, like a city tour, after all of this was over with. But
Hmm.
didn't happen that way. He ended up getting arrested in that July, and that was in June that I talked to him. He was showing me the snake diet. Yep. So I
Well, send
mean,
them stuff, y'all. Send them letters. You know, I just talk. You know, when I would send letters, and because you know, I lost my good friend. You know, back.
mhm.
It's been almost 2 years now. I lost my best friend. When once I lost my best friend, I had to work myself out of that
But you do
because
fall in a
I
deep
was lost.
depression. Yeah.
Huh?
I said you fall in a deep depression when something like this happens. Somebody passed away.
Yeah, she was my friend for 40, 43, 44 years
Hmm.
since we was little kids. And she was with me. She came up from Maryland and went to the rally, and she couldn't walk long. I don't know if you remember her.
Oh, I remember the lady.
Yeah, she
She was
couldn't
in the
walk
back.
long.
Yeah, she was in the back.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
and I had to put her in the car, and because I'm like, I got to go back out. I got to go. You know, I want to make sure she was okay though, but
Yeah.
I'm like, I got to go back out. And this when we first started the rallies. I think we was down at WGCI.
Good morning, travel the world. You know, she got that thing yelling at me, saying good morning. Because if I don't talk to her, she come after me.
And we just sharing stories of our in the beginnings of all of this when we was out on the streets of Chicago,
Yeah,
um, boycotting the radio station because they wanted to mute him and take his music off, and we was it was just insane.
yeah. It wasn't that many of us. A small number of us.
Yup, it was small number, and folks were still coming in from out of town though, but it was a small number, and it's really grown. That's why I was like, if everybody could come together because it's not over,
It's not.
and it's such a big cause, you know. I happened to catch a Mariah Carey documentary um this morning, and she was talking a lot about the music industry and stuff like that.
She was done wrong in that industry. Remember her, the
Yeah.
guy she was married to.
Yeah, that's why I'm not even gonna say no. I'm just gonna say anybody go look, you know. If you could check it out, you need to check it out because we talking about the head of a particular place. You know what I'm talking about. I
Hmm.
just don't want to say it here, but
Yeah.
it's a big deal what she said, you know. You should catch it, Sylvia. It's called Tony's Mariah. It's on YouTube.
Okay.
It's a two-part, and you should really check it out and look at some of the stuff that they're saying about, you know, a certain label. I'll put it
Mm.
like that. A certain, music label. And I think it's a lot of enterprise right there. That's the enterprise.
Yeah.
And then how she was saying herself that she was just like the puppet. Basically, they just tell her what to do and she do it. I mean, all of the lawyers and the management and everybody under that specific label would just tell her what to do, and that's what she had to do because that was her job. She didn't make the decisions, on anything. They make the decisions,
Hmm.
and it was quite intricate.
Hmm.
But if you get time, you should check it out. You might get some tips that you could share, you know, with the team. Just some different perspectives. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Of somebody else that is part, really high profile part of that industry under the same label.
Yeah.
You know, this is not an isolated incident of what Robert is going through. But the color, the gender, it all makes a difference.
Mm-hmm.
Are we gonna read, or I don't want
Yeah,
everybody to
I'm
listen?
gonna go out here and then relabel it, and then we start reading.
Oh, okay. I don't want everybody
All
listening.
my people are here. Yeah, I think everybody's here because I know you have a timetable. I know you gotta.
Yeah,
I
and I'm not rushing you at all. I
oh,
just want to make sure that I'm available to you and being supportive.
yeah, we're gonna go out and then we're coming back at in the next 15 minutes.
You gonna keep this same link?
No, I'm changing it. I'm gonna send it. I'm gonna open it up and send it to you guys. Okay, so
Okay.
we can get
I'm
in
gonna
here.
try to log into it again. Sometimes it's weird.
Okay, but you sound good now. Whatever you got it now, just the way you need to keep it. There go our Mister right here. He's here, y'all. Mister is here. There you
Hi, that's
go. There
Sacha
you go, y'all.
speaking. 55. Good
There you
morning.
go. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Okay, y'all. He's here, and I think Henny Hen is here. Travel the World is here. Where's Nakia? Let me see. Nakia here. I think Rhoda's the only one Candy Cane is in here. Let me send everybody the message. I think my girl from Trina. I'm just gonna send a message out to everybody. Y'all keep our girl in prayer. She had death in her family. Oh gosh, I forgot her name. Yeah, there's too many of y'all names in here for me to remember. Oh my god. Let's see. Get in here. Oh, that's old. That's old. That's old. All right, guys, let's go, and we'll be back to read it. Okay, y'all. We'll be right back to do our
Okay,
reading.
15 minutes, you said?
Make it at. We'll be back at 1. I mean, on the hour. 1 o'clock for me. 12 o'clock for you.
Okay.
All right. We see you guys at 1 and 12 o'clock, and 9 o'clock. Terry,
Okay.
I see you at 9 o'clock. Okay, Terry. I'm gonna
You
put
send
the
the
link
link
in.
right before?
Yeah, I'm gonna put the link now. You can come right back in. I'm gonna
Okay.
put people who's gonna be ringing. I'm gonna put the link in now.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Later, guys.